Visionary entrepreneur Larry Page is not just known for co-founding Google and igniting the search engine revolution that powers the modern internet, but also for his audacious journey from a curious child in Michigan to one of the world's wealthiest innovators, with a net worth exceeding $265 billion in 2026. Born in 1973 to computer science pioneers, Page faced early challenges like standing out in a tech-savvy family. Fueling his relentless curiosity, he built his first computer from Lego at age 6. Enrolling at Stanford in 1995 for a PhD in computer science, he teamed up with Sergey Brin to create a search algorithm called Backrub in a dorm room, risking academic focus amid the dot-com frenzy. Launching Google in 1998 from a garage, Page navigated explosive growth from 10K searches per day to billions, antitrust battles with EU fines over $9 billion in the 2010s, privacy scandals like Street View data collection backlash, and market volatility with stock dips during the 2008 crisis. Becoming CEO of Alphabet in 2015, he stepped back in 2019 to pursue moonshots, overcoming setbacks like failed projects such as Google Glass and health issues, including vocal cord paralysis. His assets reflect a masterful blend of search dominance, futuristic tech, health innovation, and sustainable ventures, focusing on moonshot thinking, long-term impact, and humanity's technological evolution. Therefore, in today's episode of Elite Assets, we take a comprehensive look at the 10 most expensive and notable assets owned by Larry Page. So stick around and find out what asset number 1 will be. Before we continue, please support our work by liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more insights. Luxury vehicle collection, valued at approximately $20 million collectively, including high-performance EVs like multiple Tesla Roadsters at over $250,000 each, reflecting his early investment in the EV startup, and a rare Bugatti Veyron at $2 million, acquired for his love of speed amid Google's hypergrowth. The collection emphasizes cutting-edge tech and sustainability, blending supercars with autonomous prototypes. Built from Google's 2004 IPO windfall at $1.67 billion raised, netting Page billions, starting from that Stanford dorm where he coded the first search algorithms. Challenges included early funding shortages, with Google nearly sold for $1 million in 1999 and public scrutiny over excess during antitrust probes. But vehicles now test his AI investments like Waymo. The Bugatti, customized with advanced telemetry, symbolizes his engineering roots. This lineup is housed in secure garages at his Palo Alto estates, showcasing a fusion of vintage power and future mobility. Private jet fleet Gulfstream G650, valued at $130 million for 2 ultra-long-range jets at each $65 million plus. Customized with high-tech cockpits, satellite links for in-flight coding, and biofuel compatibility. Purchased in the 2010s amid Alphabet's global expansions. Funded by Google stock surges, with Page selling over $3 billion in 2015. Built from 1990s search prototype days at Stanford with Backrub running on borrowed servers. Overcame FAA regulations and environmental criticism with commitments to sustainable aviation in 2020. Jets enable quick travel for Kitty Hawk oversight and international deals, logging over 500 hours yearly. The fleet includes AI navigation inspired by Google tech. Despite backlash for carbon emissions, Page has invested in electric aviation startups to offset. Real estate portfolio, Palo Alto compounds plus islands, valued at $300 million plus, including a 9,000 square foot Palo Alto mansion at $100 million with underground labs and solar arrays, and private Fiji islands at over $100 million for La Cala, bought in 2019 for eco-retreats. This empire blends tech havens with secluded paradises, emphasizing privacy and sustainability. Acquired starting in the 2000s with Google equity and first home in 2005. Overcame neighbor disputes with Palo Alto, zoning fights, and acquisition hurdles with Fiji negotiations. Estates feature smart systems like AI security. The La Cala Island Resort includes organic farms and marine conservation. These properties support his post-CEO life, hosting moonshot brainstorms. Calico Labs, anti-aging biotech. Valued at $2.5 billion with Page's stake at over $1 billion. Pioneering longevity research with AI-driven drug discovery at over $1 billion in trials for age-related diseases. Founded in 2013 with $1.5 billion Alphabet funding, built amid Google's solve death ambition. Overcame scientific setbacks with early trials failing in the 2010s and ethical debates on extending life. Now partners with AbbVie in a $2 billion deal. Calico Labs use machine learning from Google data. Page's personal interest stems from family health scares, driving innovations that could add decades to human lifespan. Kitty Hawk, flying car venture, now Wisk Aero. Valued at $1 billion with Page's funding at over $100 million. Developing eVTOL aircraft for urban air mobility. Merged with Boeing's Wisk in 2023. Launched in 2010 secretly with personal fund from Google stock. Built from childhood fascination with flight as he built model airplanes. Overcame prototype crashes with early heavy-side failures and regulatory delays with FAA certifications in the 2020s. Now, testing autonomous core taxis. Kitty Hawk prototypes flew over 25K test miles. This asset embodies Page's moonshot ethos, aiming for traffic-free skies. Boom Supersonic investment. Valued at $500 million with Page's stake via undisclosed ventures at around $100 million. Building Overture jets for Mach 1.7 travel with 60 to 80 passengers. NYC to London in 3.5 hours. Invested in 2017 amid aviation passion. Funded by Alphabet dividends at over $4 billion annual in the 2010s. Overcame engineering hurdles with sonic boom mitigation and funding crunches with pre-COVID delays. Now, with over $6 billion orders from airlines. Boom's factory in North Carolina scales production. Page's involvement accelerates sustainable supersonic flight. Page Family Foundation philanthropy. Valued at $2 billion in endowments with personal pledges at $1 billion plus. Focusing on education, health, and AI ethics with $500 million to Stanford for research. Established in 2004 with Google Wealth, built during IPO boom. Overcame criticism for low transparency with pre-2015 structure. Now grants over $200 million yearly. Partners with Gates Foundation on global issues. This reflects Page's quiet giving, inspired by his educator parents. Undisclosed ventures and AI investments. Valued at $5 billion in portfolio with stakes in over 100 startups like Neuralink, DeepMind integrations, funding AI, robotics, and quantum computing. Started in the 2000s with Google profits, expanded post-Alphabet. Overcame flops with some AI bets, losing $500 million. Now yields over $1 billion returns. Investments like Anthropic in a $4 billion round drive, ethics-focused AI. Page's hands on scouting shapes future tech. Yacht and marine assets, Eclipse superyacht. Valued at $1.5 billion, including the 533-foot Eclipse at $1 billion plus with missile defense, submarine, 2 helipads, rumored leased or owned via shell companies. Acquired in the 2010s for privacy, funded by Amazon stock. Overcame piracy threats with armored features and eco-criticism with hybrid engines added. Used for family retreats and Blue Origin planning. The yacht hosts tech summits. This marine fleet ties to his ocean exploration ventures. Alphabet/Google stake. Valued at $100 billion plus with 7% ownership. Alphabet at $1.8 market cap. Encompassing search at 90% market. YouTube with 2.5B users. Android with 3B devices. And cloud at $30 billion revenue. Co-founded Google in 1998 with $100,000 funding from Stanford Backrow Project. Built through 2004 IPO and acquisitions with $67 billion for YouTube in 2006. Overcame antitrust fines at over $10 billion from EU and competition with TikTok rise. Scaled to over $300 billion annual revenue. This is the crown jewel, Page's largest asset and innovation engine. Larry Page's asset portfolio is vast, diversified, and deeply intertwined with technological innovation, futuristic ventures, health advancements, and sustainable impact. From dorm room algorithms to surviving scandals and market turmoil, his investments reflect an unyielding drive to push humanity's boundaries. While debates over privacy and power persist, Page stands as one of history's most transformative innovators. Thanks for tuning in. Remember to like the video, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates.